Maybe you've heard of Robert Nkemdiche. He's considered to be a once-in-a-lifetime defensive end recruit from Georgia. Some have said he's a diva since he wants to get a whole lot of his friends' scholarships to go with his. Us? We think he's a Hall of Famer. What Hall of Fame, you say?
The Homeboy Hall of Fame was established in 1997 to honor those men who have gone to great lengths to protect, assist, hook up, or advance the careers of their brethren. Men like Charles Oakley, still the career leader in fights finished on someone else's behalf, or Robert Nkemdiche, who in one summer successfully coordinated over 1,000 free movie viewings for friends and family at the Cineplex where he worked. Today's inductee, Georgia high school student and monster defensive end product Robert Nkemdiche, who, as the most sought-after recruit in the nation, found himself with a considerable amount of leverage in dealing with Coach Dabo Swinney in Clemson University, the school to which he verbally committed. Instead of the typical request of a new car or house upgrade for the family, Nkemdiche went a different route.
And how did he choose to do it? Put my homeboys on. I'd like to play with my homeboys. In fact, I will be playing with my homeboys. I could be here. It could be somewhere else. So you tell me, Coach Swinney, where will I be playing with my homeboys? Just asking. Why not? Look, they say he's once a generation. You telling me he's not worth 3 scholarships?
Nkemdiche made an unofficial visit to Clemson last year, tagging along on teammate and friend David Kamara's official visit. Kamara was subsequently offered a scholarship from Clemson, though Nkemdiche backed off his earlier statements that some self-righteous columnists called extortions, while average Joes gave it a "that's what I'm talking about." It remained clear that he is hoping the Tigers will extend an offer to teammate Ryan Carter as well.
Nkemdiche said he never demanded that Clemson's coaches pursue his friend. He said his friend joining him at Clemson would simply make a good situation better. Word. It's really no different than sneaking people in the back door. You ever snuck a friend in the back door of an event? That's what you do for your friends. If you can get in, tear that ticket stub in half. That's what Nkemdiche's doing. Just tearing that ticket stub in half. Okay, here's your half. Some people really do look out and get their boys on whenever they can. Some of them are the ones, man, I tried. You ain't tried to do shit. You know that cat. They'll be like, man, I saw what I could do. You ain't tried to do nothing.
Not only has Nkemdiche been working on behalf of his boys to get them into his school, he's helping teammates get college offers wherever they may be found.
Yeah, the man said that he did not commit earlier so that the coaches will continue to come see him and in the meantime might get a look at his homeboys. He's even trying to make this as meritocratic as possible. He's letting them catch the coach's eye. And maybe they'll be like, what's going on? See, that's the thing people don't seem to understand. He's not the only guy that is capable of doing this. I've been in situations looking for jobs before. Sometimes they'll come up to you and they'll say, hey, if we got to hire your friends, then we'll hire your friends. You can get your friends jobs if you're good enough, because I'm not a once-in-a-generation nothing.
Nkemdiche joins a long list of inductees into the Homeboy Hall of Fame, including the Pistons' Isaiah Thomas, who had a star player shipped out to bring in his longtime friend for a title run.
And they grew up together. They're Chicago. You know, they are both from Chicago. They were the number one and number 2 picks in the '81 draft. But you know, Adrian Dantley is a former scoring champion, you know, and everything else. And Adrian had been fighting hard. Adrian Dantley, by the way, still not happy about this. Isaiah wanted Mark Aguirre on the team. So they traded Adrian Dantley and brought Mark Aguirre on the team. Why? Because Zeke wanted to win the title with his homeboy. You know what the best is? It's like those cats, baseball, you got like a personal catcher, you know? Like, yeah, I want my homeboy in the lineup. Greg Maddux used to hate pitching to Javi Lopez. He always pitched to Eddie Perez or whoever the other catcher was. I got my homeboy Eddie, Eduardo, mi hermano. Need some reps.
And homeboys are not just limited to sports. Proud homeboys can be found in all fields, like music.
I understand that their family so is different. Master P, gotta be in the Homeboy Hall of Fame. Kept Silk the Shock out of jail and did the best he could for that other brother. But you know neither one of them gets a record deal if their brother doesn't own the label. Wyclef and Lauren of the Fugees, first ballot Homeboy Hall of Famers. For what they did for Pras. They didn't just get Pras in, they let him have the last verse on all the songs.
There is one heroic homeboy about whom the committee is in disagreement.
But the Babe Ruth, if you will, of the Homeboy Hall of Fame, you know who it is, right? Greg Anderson, Barry Bonds' boy, the trainer, Barry Bonds' trainer. In fact, he is in, I don't know if he's in the Homeboy Hall of Fame or the Homeboy Hall of Shame, because I ain't going to jail for none of you motherfuckers. They can write this down right now. I'm not going to jail for any of you. He went to jail.
Nkemdiche didn't have to go to jail, but he didn't have to step up to the plate either. He just did. And for using your power to the benefit of the non-5-star recruits that surround you, we tip our hat, Mr. Nkemdiche.
I never heard people talk about, oh man, this guy probably thinks he runs the world. Well, he does right now. Like, I don't see, there's no problem to me with you thinking that you run things when you actually do. Like, the problem is when some old regular dudes be like, I've been running things in high school, I'm gonna run things in college. No, that doesn't work. But this dude still runs things. Why not? Why not? What good is having this power if you do not use it? He ain't hurting nobody. He's just getting guys scholarships. So Robert Nkemdiche, from one member of the fraternity to another, welcome to the Homeboy Hall of Fame.
And when did you get in the Homeboy Hall of Fame?
I got you this job, remember?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's really kind of funny because all my friends claim they got your back when it comes to meeting women, but they always only show up with one. Like one of my friends, he was just a magnet, chick magnet, right? He's married now. He never would bring them around. There could always be one for him, but one time he told, he was like, man, let me tell you this story, man, the other night. This is a true story. I had like 8 of them up there with me, and it was just me and Mike, whom we called Black Ass Mike, it should be noted. It was just me and Mike, and then something happened and it went downhill, and he was like, oh man, isn't that terrible? And we're like, wait a minute, I wasn't doing nothing last night. You had 8 of them, and just you and your boy, and you didn't call nobody?